WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton defending the championship against Charlotte Flair. And I made mention earlier. I said, hey, you know, this show was the vibe of the show. A lot of people that I personally had spoken to, they kept saying it's a solid show. You know, it's not crazy, but it doesn't really suck. It's just kind of a solid show. And then we got to this match. And the whole vibe of our party went into the fucking ground when this fucking match took place. We had guests.
People got to know each other a little bit.
Oh,
better.
yeah. The bonding.
Yeah. I was able to take a beer shit, so that worked too.
We had people at our house who very rarely, if ever, watch wrestling that were having a pretty decent time.
They were into it.
Yeah, watching the matches. And then this son of a bitch came on the TV. And even they were like, how long has this match been out here? What is happening right now?
Get this shit off my screen.
Get this shit. Burn this television. What's happening? This match was 19 minutes and 5 seconds, and I call bullshit because I think it's been misplaced. I think the colon is in the wrong spot. I think they meant 19 days. 19 days, and I think that's 5 hours as the extra. Because this fucking match went off the rails quick, fast, and in a fucking hurry. I don't think anybody in this match wanted to be in this match. I don't know what the fuck happened. There was no chemistry here. And when Charlotte panics, baby, she panics. And she starts overcompensating, and she's doing this, and she's doing that, and she
seemed fucking pissed.
Yes, she said "fuck" quite a few times in that matchup, and I don't fucking blame her because when the situation took place that made her say "fuck," I also said "fuck." I can't believe that this is fucking happening the way it's happening, and then Tiffany's bleeding out of her fucking mouth. And it's as if this was a fucking car wreck, top to bottom. And I wish I could say, hey, Charlotte's going into business for herself. Hey, Charlotte was trying to show up.
You want to put the blame on Charlotte so
bad. You want to put the blame on Charlotte so goddamn bad. And Charlotte will have to hold.
To feel for her.
Charlotte kind of has to hold some of the blame when you have two people who are in there, and it just looks like a fucking clusterfuck. No one's innocent. But we learned something today. Tiff ain't ready. That's what we learned.
Excuse me, hold on. Who learned something?
I learned something.
Don't fucking say we. That was my take. They exposed. I don't know if this is a hot take. Maybe not at this moment.
But not now. It's pretty obvious now.
She should have never won Money in the Bank. That should not have been the angle for her.
Well,
now, could she have gotten to a title match maybe anyway? Maybe. But putting the belt on her was a bad decision. She was not ready for that. And the moment she got it, and the moment the light was directly on her, not her on the side behind someone else, pointed at her, her mic work went straight to shit, and it never got better up until right now. Still, not better.
I hold your horses here. I never said winning Money in the Bank, winning the title, not ready. I didn't say that. I got you. Okay, I got you. Because here's the thing. Without the experience of doing it, you know what I mean, then we don't really know. I understood the thought process of the experiment. When I say not ready, I mean this stage right here. She wasn't ready for it. Now, based on what I saw, she has a good chance of getting ready for it. She's not talentless. It's there somewhere. But this wasn't the match. This was not it. This was not the matchup. This was not the storyline. This was not the nothing. Nothing about this match helped either one. I think they're both talented. I think they're both great at what they do. They just don't need to be doing shit together.
Because I don't know. I argue that after her last performance. I argue that comment.
Before
I would have given you great. I still disagree with you. I don't think Tiffany is that good in the ring. I don't.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. She's athletic and she can do cool things. But what's the difference between her and Ricochet? Ricochet can do cool things too.
Yep.
But that doesn't mean he's a top tier talent. I honestly, if we go back and watch some of her matches, I do not think she's as good as people say she is. She's just athletic, and her mic work is terrible. She wasn't ready for this. I will stand. I see your point. I agree with you. If that's the path we have to take, that she should have lost. She should have never won the belt, even if she had the Money in the Bank. But I will stand on. I don't think she should have won it. Okay. I think that opportunity could have been to somebody else to fail rather than her. She's someone right now is getting pushed too fast. In a world where people are earning their stripes, there are quite a few people who got their head down and they're fucking grinding, and we'll talk about that person later. As an example of, you don't need to be pushed that hard when you very well could.
That's the thing. I'm kind of in the middle.
They exposed her.
This run is. There's no argument against her being exposed here. Whether you want to put the blame on Charlotte or Tiff, it doesn't really matter. She wasn't ready for the spot. She wasn't ready for the spot. Not here, not on this stage. It wasn't ready yet. And nope. You said it yourself that maybe that was somebody else's run to fail with, maybe. But we live and we learn from it. Yeah, we're here now. And we're going to see where we're going. Now, here's another litmus test. I told my wife this when we were watching Night 2, and that match kind of came up on a graphic, and my wife was like, God damn, that match was bad. I said, but you know what? Though? Let's see if she rallies, right? Let's see if maybe she walked away from that match and went, fuck, that's bad. I can't do that again. Let's do the Jamie Foxx. Let's just see what the kids got. let's see if she can go to the drawing board, pull up the YouTube video, get the notepad out, and just go, what the fuck happened here? And let's never do that shit again. Whatever that was.
We're here now, and let's hope she can. I don't dislike her. I think I like her. I love the gimmick and everything, but it's not flushed out.
Well, Brandon, the authentic Brandon Lewis, his real big issue with the whole situation, and maybe that's the valid point. Apparently, he felt, and I don't disagree because I remember her from the NXT days as well. Babyface is not her thing. She needs to be a shit-talking, arrogant piece of shit heel. That's what got her over in the first place. When she was the NXT Women's Champion, she was not a babyface. She was a down, low, and dirty heel. Maybe she was miscast in this situation. We don't know. Because doing it in NXT is different than doing it on the main roster. Doing it in the closet is not the same as doing it on the road. So I don't know if she's an effective heel just yet. But this is the situation she's in.
I don't know. I think she had a very good opportunity to be a douche here. Especially with Charlotte. She could have got away with murder. And the problem, especially with Charlotte talking shit, and they're doing that was the first big one when they were doing their split screen back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, tear into her ass. Come on, Tiff. And she just fucking let me down. Dude. She's like, she didn't know what to say.
She didn't know what to say in response because normally when she speaks in response, it's as a heel. She didn't know how to do it as a babyface. That's what she's learning. And she's not. Yeah. She's just not ready for it yet. That's all.
Well, so we have to give her grace now. So let's see what happens.
Now I want to see if she rallies. If she gets in her head and she continues to fuck up, then we got a problem. And they at least they'll know, because then she wouldn't need to be a project anymore. No. We know what she can do.